Yes, you read that right. Bodybuilding diets will kill you. Now, for those bodybuilders out there, let me just make a disclaimer. In fact, not a disclaimer. Let me just tell you something that you might already know or don't know. If you are a competitive bodybuilder, competitive, not highly, but just competitive bodybuilder, you are shaving years off your life. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's the reality of it. Now, I'm not saying do it or don't do it. I'm a bodybuilder myself. I compete in bodybuilding. I compete in powerlifting. But the reality is, heavy use of anabolic steroids is slowly going to shave a few years off your life, or months, or weeks, or even days, whatever it is. So you guys already know that. We already know that. And sometimes if you want to chase greatness, you have to sacrifice certain things. And one of the things, unfortunately, for bodybuilders is health and lifespan. That's the reality. Whether you guys like it or not, I don't care. Don't argue with me. That's the truth. Anyway, now moving forward, we're going to talk about the normal guys, or what us coaches call lifestyle clients. I say us coaches, but I'm probably one of the only coaches that I know who doesn't do a traditional bodybuilding diet for his clients. The majority of you guys who have coaches, they will be putting you on what is classed as a traditional bodybuilding diet. Now, for bodybuilders, it's okay to eat crazy amounts of carbs every single day. And the reason for that, when you look at let's say a pro bodybuilder's diet plan, let's say you look at someone who's eating a lot of carbohydrates, like let's take Jay Cutler as an example in his peak or in his prime, same with Ronnie Coleman. The reason why they were having carbs multiple times a day, spiking insulin multiple times a day, with raised blood sugar multiple times a day, is because they were taking injectable insulin. So they needed it to survive. They needed it to shuttle nutrients to the muscle in order for them to grow. They needed it for energy, for the workouts, for everything, to balance out the GH, to balance out everything. They needed crazy, copious amounts of carbohydrates because they were doing insulin. So when you look at a traditional bodybuilder's diet, just know that those guys are doing it because they're taking something else. So there's always a reason for bodybuilders to do certain things. Don't look at bodybuilding and think, okay, this guy's taking a lot of carbohydrates, low fats. There must be a reason for it. Let's follow that. So when your coach gives you carbohydrates with every single meal, you should question him. Take your diet out, if it's on your phone or if it's on a document or whatever it is, look at it. If you have a coach right now, look at that diet plan. If there is carbohydrates every single meal, the guy needs sacking. Now, I'm not saying hire me, but if you want to hire me, guys, link is in the description. You know what to do. Right, now I've got that one out of the way. So look, here's the thing. Number two, well, I'm not going to list it, but another reason. As humans, for longevity, and this has been studied by many professionals, so I don't have to do the studies myself. But if you want to talk about it, I can do the study myself, and I did do it myself. When you eat upon waking, you are raising blood sugar. Simple as. Your digestive system needs a break. So the best thing to do is to fast as long as possible into the day until your body tells you, yo, I need some food, let's eat. Now, again, that's going to be very contradictory to most people saying, yeah, but I want to grow muscle, I want to add muscle. Okay, that's fine. We can still do it safely. We can still do a little bit of cardio first, prime the digestive system, then eat your food. Now, I myself personally do not give any of my clients carbohydrates every single morning with breakfast. If you are a client of mine, you know this, there is not 2 days in a row on any diet that you're following that you will break your fast with carbohydrates 2 days in a row. You guys know that's true. So I'm giving away a bit of free advice over here, but it is what it is. So you do not need to eat carbohydrates or breakfast every single morning if you are not a bodybuilder. Okay, the other thing that kind of gets me when it comes to bodybuilding is intra, post, pre-workout shakes, caffeine, and all the other crap, Vitargo, maltodextrin, fructose. We need more energy whilst we're training. No, we do not, bro. We do not need energy whilst we're training. You've got enough stored energy from the year before, from the month before, from the night before, or even from the breakfast before, after you did your cardio, obviously. There's loads of energy inside your system. You do not need to be shoveling down carbohydrate drinks, spiking your insulin whilst you're training. The only reason to do that is if you're taking insulin, if you're taking growth hormone before you're training. Post-workout shakes, quick, 1 hour anabolic window, my muscle's gonna get wasted. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. I'm gonna get annoyed. I'm gonna relax, yeah. But you could understand, this is tried and tested by many people. Try it. If you are, let's just say you are a guy who is trying to add muscle. Let's say you're trying to add muscle, okay? You're trying to gain muscle. Stop taking your post-workout shake for 3 weeks, 21 days. Let's see what happens. You know what will happen? Nothing. Other than your digestion will improve for when you actually do eat 2 to 3 hours after training. Bagels, Rice Krispies, cereals, dark chocolate. This does not belong in a healthy person's diet. Now, don't get me wrong. No foods are off limit with me. I always say this to my clients. When it's 2-3 days a week, when you're eating whatever you want, eat whatever you want. You want to enjoy food, and some people see food as enjoyment, go ahead and enjoy food. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're having chocolate every single morning in your oats, I don't even get me started on oats. That's another thing I'm going to talk about in a minute. Chocolate every single morning in your oats. For what, bro? Dark chocolate. Oh, dark chocolate's going to do something. It's chocolate, bro. It's sugars. It's manufactured in a lab with chemicals. It is still chocolate. I don't care if it's dark chocolate. There is no benefit to your health by eating dark chocolate. The only people that said there's any benefit to eating dark chocolate are the people that make dark chocolate. Just like those people that say having a glass of wine a day chills you out. Do you know who says that chills you out? The people who are selling the wine. It's very simple. Follow the money. I've said it many, many times again. Bagels. Who the hell thought eating bagels would be something nice? You know, bagels are like, in America, bagels are like donuts. They look like donuts. Bagels look like donuts, bro. That should give you enough of an inkling to know bagels are pretty much donuts, bro. Same bloody thing, man. Bagels post-workout. Bagel and chicken sandwich post-workout. Who the hell come up with this shit? Have you noticed none of those guys are in shape? And if they are in shape, they're going to do a hell of a lot more to get in shape. Bagels post-workout. Rice Krispies post-workout. Imagine eating cereal. Those cereals are made for kids to get them hooked on the high release of dopamine from eating sugary cereals in the morning, so the rest of their life they know what that feels like. So they're forever chasing that hit. Those fat kids you see nowadays that are eating that cereal, Weetabix included, plenty of sugar on top. I have it all the time on the weekend when I'm just chilling out because I like the taste of Weetabix with plenty of sugar. But I do not have it every single day thinking this is going to help me in my bodybuilding journey, if I'm a bodybuilder, or if I'm just a normal guy out there. Absolutely ridiculous. Those cereals are made for kids to get them high on sugar from a young age, an early age. Kids are not going to eat the burgers and fries and all that kind of stuff. They're not used to that early morning when they wake up. They need something fast, sugary, crunchy, sweet with a little bit of milk to lower the testosterone so they get bitch tits from a young age. This all there in plain sight to see, bro. Cereals do not belong in a healthy eating plan. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, I would even say they don't even belong in a bodybuilder's diet. But it's 2023 and you idiots, for some reason, think cereals belong in a bodybuilding diet. Now, let's move on to the greens. This is my favorite one. Vegetables, broccoli, they're great to keep you full. You know, if you're feeling a little bit hungry because you're a fat shit, and you can't stay off food for more than 3 hours, why don't you eat some broccoli with your meat? Bro, that is absolutely ridiculous. Though, listen, I'll tell you what. Google broccoli, right? Listen, I know, Google it. Just Google it, right? Have a look. It causes gas. It causes indigestion. It messes with your stomach acids. It is man-made on top of all that. All these vegetables that you're having thinking that, oh, I'm actually having a big plate of food, is expanding your stomach. That's all it's doing. It's making your stomach bigger, and if your stomach's big, you need more to fill it. It's very simple. It's common sense. Am I talking? I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall sometimes. Eating broccoli, eating vegetables, a lot of vegetables, whilst you're having your meal, because you're a on a bodybuilding traditional diet to satisfy hunger so you don't crave something else, all you're doing is keeping your stomach big. The whole goal is to keep your stomach small, to make your stomach small, so you eventually start eating less and realize there's more to life than eating. Every single one of my clients, right, I've shared it loads, testimonials. After a week, 2 weeks, to say, bro, I don't feel that hungry. I'm not eating that much. I ordered 2 pizzas. I had 1 slice. Keep your stomach small. Save your life. Stay the hell away from these bodybuilding diets. If this video brought you some value, guys, comment down below, like, and please subscribe.